Scott, it seemed like you guys made the strides that you were looking for today.
We wrestled really, really hard. That's all I ask of these guys. I'm super, super proud of them. You know, you don't ever like to lose. I'm not into moral victories at all. We knew we were up against it. It's a great team, an all-time team. I get it. But we wrestled really, really hard. We brought the fight. So I'm excited for that. And here's the thing with the Big Ten, though, you got to run it right back. So we got to get ready for Friday and Sunday, and that's the type of effort you need against the best teams in the country.
I know you said after the Ohio State match, maybe some guys gave a little too much respect. Do you feel like the 10 guys went out there today?
I thought we went out to wrestle to win in most spots, you know, and that's, again, I thought the effort was awesome. I think we were going out there trying to score points, have fun, wrestle hard, be aggressive. You know, in some spots we're outmanned. I get it, but I'm proud of the way we wrestled today.
Coach, talk about Nick and Richie. Came very close there at the end.
Yeah, they're close. You know, they're close, but we got to beat those guys. That's I know that's the way they're thinking it. I know what Richie's thinking. And maybe he has to beat him one time in March. You know, but that's the bottom line. We got to beat those guys. We're going to have to beat, you know, Bo Nickel for Nick Gravina to be an All-American, a national champ. Richie's going to have to beat Vincenzo Joseph. That's just the matches we're going to have to win. And I feel like they believe they can win those matches. I know they train that way all week. They prepared for it. They believe they can win those matches. You just got to do it.
Coach, after Joseph got the takedown early in that match, did that change the game plan for the Lewis match at all, or did it change anything?
I don't know. I'd have to really look at it. I think he stuck to his game plan. It was getting to a situation where it was one takedown in the third period. He was zoning in on a couple shots. He was isolating them, but that kid's got great hips. He's a really, really good athlete, and he's a defending national champ. It's going to be hard. You're going to have to put 2 or 3 or 4 together to overwhelm him to get a score. At least that's the way I think of it right now without watching it. But that's kind of what I was seeing, and I'm sure Richie thinks the same way.
Nick, was there anything more personal or any more emotions today facing your old team?
A little. I felt it. I mean, a little bit, but same preparation. Like I said before, to me, it's another match. It's another wrestling match. So I made sure I ramped it up, did what I had to do, get the fall. I was looking for the fall. So.
Well, when you see Nalf get hurt, I mean, obviously you kind of went through a similar thing last year, and you was a former teammate. Was that kind of tough for you to watch? Yeah, it's tough to see that. I went through it. I mean, I broke my ankle right on the mat. I had my whole season stripped. You know, that's how this whole dilemma began. So I feel for him, you know. Yeah.
Scott, can you soak any of this in, enjoy the moment, the sold-out crowd, just the, you know, is it good for New Jersey wrestling?
Yeah, it is. It's good for Rutgers University. It's good for Rutgers wrestling. This was our vision. You guys know that. I hope our New Jersey fans leave here saying, wow, I'm excited. I need to come back. This thing's going to get bigger and better. There's no question about it. These next couple months are going to be exciting, and I hope that's the way they leave here. I look around, I say, yeah, that's pretty cool, you know, and we want it to happen all the time, and I'm sure a lot of it had to do with watching their guys and watching Nick and everything going on with that, but it's I just hope the state, these wrestling fans, it's a knowledgeable fan base. I hope they appreciate good, hard wrestling. I hope, you know, they don't leave here disappointed.
Nick, the same thing for you, just in general, the crowd, the atmosphere today, wrestling in front of it like that. Oh,
Unbelievable. This is my favorite place to wrestle by far. You know, I've been in all the arenas. I've been all over the country. I've competed at a high level. This is, like I keep saying, this is Jersey. This is my home. So it's a little different here. I can feel it. It's, you know, a little more uptight. I don't know what to call it. The energy is just awesome. I mean, everybody enjoys it, I think. It's a good environment. So, yeah.
Nick, are you just glad that this is kind of done with and now in the rearview mirror and you can get on with it?
What, the facing Penn State?
No, the match with Penn State, and you can just get on now.
I moved on from all those, you know, I moved on in the summer. Like I said, this is another match, but it's another match. But I got to keep focusing on what I need to do better with, and that's for me and my coaches to talk about. So, you know, keep plugging.
Coach, what was the thought process behind 197 heavyweight that you threw out Messner and no Randy and not Mulligan and Gross today?
Mulligan's not with us right now, and Rajon Gross has too many matches. You're only allowed 16 dates, and we've sent him to a couple of out of open tournaments, you know, to build wins, to get matches, and they've been good to him. But with that, you know, and we're going to need him down the stretch. He's our heavyweight, but he only gets 16 dates, and we have 5 more duels coming up. So that was the reasoning for that.
So I guess Messner going forward, you think, for now? Or?
For now, yeah. For you know, this is crazy. It could, you know, somebody can get hurt. It could happen like that, like Nick was talking about. And just going back to that a little bit, you know, that North thing. You know, we feel for that guy. He's one of the most exciting guys in the country to watch wrestle. Sure. And I just hope he gets back and ready to go for the Big Tens and Nationals, because it's a crazy position, and it seems like every time we're in that position, you pray something like that doesn't happen with our guys or anybody. So, but injuries happen. So going forward right now, it'll be Messner. Yeah.
Can you elaborate at all, Mulligan, if it's day to day or what the situation is?
It'll be a couple days from here on out, and then we'll see. We'll see come later in the week.
You talked about facing the intuitive, probably best teams you've seen since you've been here. I mean, I guess now you've been able to see both of them. You know, what's kind of the experience been like, and how do you see those two matching up down the road?
Well, I guess they match up Saturday. Yeah, so it's great for wrestling. It's what wrestling needs, and I know Snyder. I'm sure Snyder will be back, so it's what wrestling needs. Hopefully, North is back. I don't know where he's at with that, but you want to see the two best teams wrestle each other and decide something, and that's exactly what this sport needs. Needs days like today, more often than not. And as far as who wins, I wouldn't. You know, it's a great match, and I'll tune in and watch for sure. I'll be a fan of it.
Before the default, John was wrestling very well.
He's wrestling great. He's everything we wanted, wrestling hard. And listen, they wrestled last year. They've been in those positions. Nolf's in those positions all the time. You know, he scrambles around, and, you know, it's a crazy – John's in those positions a lot. It's something I always worry about. It's why a lot of times in wrestling we don't wrestle a lot of live, because nobody wants to give an inch. And that's where you get injuries in the practice room, just from that situation. It's why we don't do a lot of them. We do a lot of sparring and play wrestling and things like that, just because of those positions. And it's a freak thing. And, again, just hope the best for him.
Coach, how do you think Scott Vecchio wrestled today?
Wrestled good.
But he did allow his opponent in on his legs.
Yeah, well, his kid's good. Kid's going to get to his legs. He's good. He should get to his legs, you know. And Scott's got to do a better job of icing the match. Instead of 4-2, making it 6-2, and it gets a lot easier. Instead, you know, you give a guy a fighting chance. And the more that match went on, he was thinking, I get one takedown, I'm back in it, and I can win the match. So just got to ice the match, talk about it all the time, you know, ice it.
Time for 2 more. Was it all business between you and Cal? Did we get a chance to talk to him at all? Or
I said hello to him last night. Yeah, there's no hard feelings. It's what it is. We had a long summer together. We talked a lot, and made sure he was in the room, got their workout last night. That was good. Made sure he turned the heat down in College Ave, because if you don't, you might not have it the next day. So he did a good job of that, and that's it.
Last question. Nick, you said you know, you're in the situation because if you didn't get hurt last year, I mean, do you think you'd still be here? Or how do you think that whole offseason would?
Listen, I take it day by day. This was my decision to come here. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm here. You know, this is my home. Like I told him, this is New Jersey. This is my home. This is where I want to be. And I think the environment today shows my energy, the team's energy, my coaches, the connection we all have. I can't ask for anything else, man. This is what I do, wrestle, but this is where I want to be.